Hello everyone, this is Pearly Imbuido Gardener, targeted individual Australia mind control victim, got sold out since birth, got sold out to the Australian Security Intelligence Organization in the year 2000 for their training, research and development via my honey trap ex-husband number one. Anyway, guys, just I want to update and also my diary for today, targeted individual diary, how my day went. Okay, so around I left about with my new client that my handler gave me. I started last week Wednesday. Supposedly it should be 9 a.m. but I started at 10 because of course the surveillance team along with their minions on the road with all the traffic and stuff like that. So I decided to just leave like after 9 a.m. this morning, thinking that it's not school time, like drop off time from school zone like that, so the more it's traffic. But regardless if it's school time, drop off time, pick up time, of course the surveillance team can manufacture all of their minions on the road to have a traffic. So I left home around 9:20 a.m. and then I think I did not I used the GPS when I left, and I popped by along Woodville Road to buy petrol. Oh, I forgot actually to mention this to my case manager minion Minerva. I don't know if you've emailed already what you promised me yesterday about my $50 voucher petrol. I'll check my email later. That's just a segue. Anyway, so it was my first time to take Milpera Road towards Ribsby. And then so I started I arrived at the client's house at 10:15, and I started cleaning around 10:20. Yeah, it was 4 hours cleaning, so I finished at 2:20 p.m. I left Ribsby at 2:20, and I will tell you the story. I think my client has no microwave, so I thought she has a microwave, but I brought my lunch with me because I cooked green curry yesterday, so I had leftover. So I said, so I brought my lunch, my Lebanese bread and the green curry. So since there was no microwave at my client's house, what I did was I went straight to Blacktown at West Point. Now of course my handler knows already that I always park on the orange level, which is level 1, and the yellow level car park across Aldi, like when you go to Aldi. So that's now my choices and references. But before, when I wasn't yet awakened the second time around, I used to park on the 3rd floor or on 4th floor on the rooftop of West Point. But of course, if I park my car on level 4 on the rooftop, there's only one exit there to exit the unless if you want to go down the bottom, and then you can exit through level 1 like that. But if I park on level 4 or 3, there are no options to exit from, of course. Anyways, sidetrack. So I went there in Blacktown, and I will tell you a story about this. So I don't know if it was predicted, because while I was cleaning today, of course, the HiveMind team, the supercomputer, and are already capturing every active memory. Because when I'm cleaning, I only got one earphone in my ear, listening to Christian music, and so while I was cleaning, I had my active memory thinking of what to do after I clean, because there's no microwave at my client's house. So I already thought of, like, going to this lady to have my lunch, to use her, because I know that she has a microwave in her parlor. Yeah. And I know that she's a perp. She's a minion. She's taking part of this. Um, because when I went there to had my haircut, hair dye done. Um, oh, she said to me, "Oh, why don't you go to Amanda like that?" And oh no, because she didn't reply to my SMS, and I think she's busy, something like that. But and then she said, "Oh, I have clients, so you have to book. You have to come back tomorrow," she said. But I don't believe a single thing that, I know that she was lying. So today I went straight to first I went to the Migueletos in what's that, level 1 food court, and I asked the lady there if I can use their microwave, and she said, no, sorry, because we're also selling food, so we don't want, like, just for contamination uh purposes, like, my our so I can understand that, it's reasonable enough. So and then that was when I went to this lady, Lady Minion hairdresser Rose, and I asked her if I can use her microwave. And she said, "Oh no, sorry, my microwave is not working." And then I asked her, "Can I plug in the socket?" And then she said, "No, no, no, no. Just go to Ate Lori," she said. So then I just realized now, when I got home, that, oh yeah, I remember, it's the 2 times tie off, like, oh, I can't let you use my microwave, but I can suggest you to go to Ate Lori. So I went to Ate Lori, and she let me use her microwave. Okay, so after that, because Ate Lori had many clients, customers, I then decided to have my lunch at Manila Food. So I went to Ate Grace, and I said to Ate Grace, "Oh, can I buy something, like anything, so that I can eat my lunch here?" I said to her, and she said, "Oh no, you just eat. You don't need to buy anything." But I ended up buying the occasion, I think, the peanut, the mixed peanut and corn something. Anyway, so that's how my day went. And after I had my lunch, I went to the library. And so I went to the library. I already have my library card. So I went to the library, and then I went on level 1. I used their computer desktop. So I did type my, what you call this, my flyer. I did type my flyer. It's a bit like, because the font is, I think, 11 or 12 font size. So it's like this. That's my flyer. And by the way, what you call this one? By the way, what you call it? Of course, I was like thinking, oh, don't we have any freedom of speech in Australia, like the Bill of Rights? So I did a bit of GPT chat, Google research on provisions, legislations, or any like act or law in regarding Bill of Rights. But actually, it's not like in the US that they have the Bill of Rights, Fourth Amendment, like that. It's different. And also, what I realized, like in Australia, in every state, different laws as well applies. Like the one that I researched, in Australia, in New South Wales, that particular law lies under the High Court of Australia. Yeah, so I just did a research. The High Court has interpreted political communication broadly, it says here. The implied freedom of political communication does not give someone an unlimited right to, not this one, not that one, this one. Because I did search like matters such as illegal surveillance like that by the intelligence agencies, and then GPT chat answered yes. Discussion of allege, yeah, right, allege illegal surveillance by intelligence agencies would often fall within the scope of political communication, especially if the discussion concerns government accountability, the exercise of public power, national security policies, oversight of intelligence agencies, the legality of government conduct, the legality, yeah, the non-consensual experimentation on targeted individual mind control victims, matters relevant to voters' assessment or something like that. So, good to know that in New South Wales, we of course have freedom of speech. It's just that it was put in a different context, like not context like a word, like not freedom of speech, but political communication. They call it political communication. Anyway, so I remember when the first time I got awakened, I did decency for Australia, stop illegal surveillance abuse, something like that. I don't know what happened to the UK human rights advocate targeted individual Jeff Godwin. Well, I don't even know if he's still around, but I don't actually even know if he is real, like, if he's for real, if he was just like, I don't know. I can't remember how did I get in touch with Jeff Godwin. He is a human rights advocate from UK. Anyway, so yeah, I've done like raising awareness on the Agenda 21, Agenda 2030, Genocide Depopulation Program. So I put it here, and for sure my handler already got a copy of this because 3 of his minions were at the library, and I handed one each of those 3 minions there, at the library. And for sure also the computer desktop that I use, I actually forgot to delete, or probably I even save it to the desktop itself, so they already have a copy of this. So yeah, it's not yet, I still have to do a lot of research on everything, like, because I forgot a lot of things about GMO and the 5G, of course, smart meters like that one. Yeah, so handler, you already have a copy of my flyer, and it's actually 30 cents each at the library, and I googled it at office work is 10 cents. So next time I will have to do it up, to have it print at office work. Anyways, the irony of it all, dear handler, that I still have to thank you, that you still give me jobs with catering and house cleaning. As you know, me and my daughter have to go to Philippines to see her grandma, and that's only for 1 week in Pangasinan and 1 week in Cebu, because she has to attend her half brother's wedding. It's too much. Anyway, so that's what happened at the library, and after that, around I think 5 o'clock, I got out of or 5:30 p.m. I went back to West Point because that's where I parked my car. And yeah, and I got home around 5:30, took a shower and done my laundry. So the update on my daughter Sharon, she sent me a message. It's very long. She sent me a message. So the message was like this: I know that this message is, you can really tell it's, she's so mind control even with the message. And also with this message, I am 50% convinced if it was her. It can be her at the same time she's mind control. It can be 100% that she sent this message, but while typing or while sending me this message, she's mind control to send me this message. So I will just read it. Mom, I'm okay. I want to communicate to you that I need some space to calm down because I have been burnt out with taking care of you. How can my daughter say that she's been taking care of me since it's almost 3 years now that we're apart? We're apart, that you manipulated. You gave her perp Jacob boyfriend that who gave her the traumatized her sexually and everything. Yeah, so no way that this message doesn't make sense at all. That's why I knew that it's not my daughter. It might be her, but she's mind control. So it means to say it's not forced speech. It's an injected thought to her to message me this. So because I have been burned out with taking care of you. So how can she take care of me for almost 3 years? We've been apart, that you manipulated for us to be apart. Because that's one thing that you have to do, isn't it? To isolate your victim, your mind control victim, most especially targeted individual. And both of my girls are mind control targeted and individual. And that's what you did to her sister, to her Ate Justine. You manipulated my eldest Justine's life, that she had to go to Canada, far away from her sister, because you knew how much my girls, even though they are half sisters, they love each other so much. And you did that. You've isolated each and every one of us. This only comes from a place of love and compassion, she said, and self-respect. You need to take care of your need, as do I. So that's why I've been distant, because I need to focus on my priorities as a student. And even with her, even with her education, you've manipulated it. She had to take Bachelor of Science for 3 years at Macquarie University. 3 years, wherein she can actually get a course for 4 years. Why she had to do a Bachelor of Science for 3 years, in another 3 years physiotherapy at the University of Sydney. You've manipulated everything, And then she said, need to focus on my own priorities as a student, and it is stressful to manage your symptoms. What symptoms she's talking about here? What symptoms? What symptoms, dear Hive Mind team and their handler? You've illegally incarcerated me way back 2019 July. You've induced heart attack on me, and that's why I didn't have the choice. I had to call the ambulance, and the ambulance came, took me to Westmead Triads, and after at Triads, they took me at Cumberland Mental Hospital, where I had my 6 weeks ordeal that I haven't even done any blog on it yet. I will everything that you did to me there. I can vividly recall some in my memory that you haven't erased yet in my memory. Yeah, so yes, and also falsely diagnosed me with schizophrenia. I can admit for a depression, seasonal depression and anxiety, yes. And not only that, depression and anxiety, you can also mimic now using your evil technology. Okay, so that's why I've been distant, because, okay, where is it? Symptoms on top of everything I am already trying to do to support myself. Unbelievable. Yes, you've given her job 2 days part-time at that Greek dental clinic there in Marrickville. I know you, all those dentists who ever there in that dental, I don't know the name. Those are bloody pups infiltrating my daughter's life. And then you gave her a job every Friday at the sushi whatever restaurant there in the city, at Town Hall, wherever, because she hasn't told me the address. Yeah, so all of your minions can ID her there, can do a lot of street theater with her, conversational whatever scenario with her, situational scenario with her. You have to get more synaptic emotional response from my daughter. Unbelievable. Yeah, so here, it's stressful to manage, support myself. If you have other people to talk to, and that will support you, wow, yeah, like literally anyone, then please know that you are supported. It's just that I'm your only next of kin here, and it puts a lot of pressure on me to look after you. So, my daughter is thinking now of like, oh, what, like, you're injecting in her brain, in her subconsciousness, that, oh, if something happened to my mom again, oh, she's stressed because she's studying, and she had to think that she is injecting in her subconsciousness that she had to look after me again and everything. Where in fact you're manipulating it, you're manufacturing chaos, both for me and for her. Unbelievable. And then what else? When especially you're not seeking voluntary care for yourself. What voluntary care for myself she's talking about here? I don't even know if this is her actually, because you know why? According to Dr. John Hall, this is his book, Guinea Pigs. It was published in 2014, so it's been like 12 years ago. After this book was published, he received more than 6,000 emails on his email around the globe, going through this targeting and mind control technology and everything that they've experienced. And he actually received an email from one of the targeted individual victim that the surveillance team can actually do this, like send a message, like this message that you sent me. My daughter doesn't know about it, but I received it, because you know how to manipulate things. You're good at it. Yeah. So that was from, according to Dr. John Hall, that this surveillance team, cyber minions, they can send you email using your, because the scenario was, this was a man who emailed Dr. John Hall, and he was complaining that he told the story that his wife messaged him something like, oh, you're having an affair, but he wasn't having an affair at all. So that's how you wreck family. The very fundamental in the society is family, and also Jehovah is the author of family, and this program wrecked a lot of family, and a lot of my immediate family are taking part of this, and betrayed me as well. And even my mom, that I can confirm, 2 of her sisters betrayed her, and they're passed on now. So maybe the good thing that happened to my mom, that she is a mind control targeted individual, is that she's still alive. Unbelievable. Anyway, so 24 minutes. I have to have a part 2 of this, because I got sidetracked with my what you call this. I always write down my outline when I do my blogging, when my video recording, because you always have to block my active memory, block my subconsciousness, hijack. Anyway, so that's the latest on my daughter Sharon. That's her message to me today. And what else she said? Not seeking voluntary care for yourself. What for? I'm looking after myself. I'm losing weight because you want me to be taba ching ching? Isn't it hive mind team? Many times you what you call that? You have to tempt me with rice. You even use champurado, and I refuse the champurado because I know it's rice. More verification that I don't want to eat rice, isn't it? Believable. I even help you verify. Okay, I love you so much, she said. Well, that part, I know that's my daughter, because she said, I love you so much. You are my mom and always will be, so that's why I'm setting boundaries. Wow. My daughter is now setting boundaries that she doesn't even know the reason why she's setting boundaries. Oh my goodness. Okay, and so then my reply was this. Okay, anak, as long as you're okay. Same here with me. I'm your emergency contact in case something happens to you, like when you were hospitalized in Blacktown. Your Auntie Justine is so far away from you. Watch the video I sent you about mind control technology. They already have direct behavioral control over you, anak. Next time you want to see me, I need to be wise because they are turning you against me. Watch the video, okay? Do yourself a favor. Always use your free will, anak. No boys. Those are just honey traps like Jacob. They're not real. Okay, so that's my reply to my daughter Sharon. And I don't even know if my handler and my daughter's handler and the surveillance team will let her watch the video. I don't think so. Why don't you wake her up? Why their handler and to my Sharon, my daughter Sharon's handler, why don't you wake her up like me? I'm awakened. And let's see. Yeah? Unbelievable. So this is 28 minutes, so I will actually do the part 2 because I know that my cyber minion will cut this off cut this video when it turned 30. Okay guys, I'll do the part 2.